himself into the lead. Smile!
Look at that shooting accuracy.
He's going to cross the line as a deserving World Cup final champion.
Welcome everybody to the final day of the Junior World Championships 2026, live here from Kaunas, Lithuania, where today the medals will be awarded. The world champion will be crowned. The future of this sport hangs in the balance for some of these athletes, because today they could gain eternal status by winning the title of world champion. Very different conditions today, with rain set to potentially affect the competition over the course of the next few hours or so. The women's final could well stay dry though, but let's take a look at how modern pentathlon unfolds one sport, 5 disciplines. We begin the action with the fencing direct elimination, and it's a little bit of a different scenario for the athletes today because they really need these points. 250 points for the winner, and that will set you up nicely for the rest of the competition. Over to the obstacle course after the fencing direct elimination, where the athletes have to navigate the 8 obstacles. The obstacle course is inside, so the slippery conditions will not affect the athletes today. Then it's over to the swimming pool for the 100-meter freestyle. The quicker you are, the more points you get. And that sets us up nicely for the laser on, which is a handicap start. The highest ranking athlete from the previous 3 disciplines will start in first place. Then it's straight to the shooting range on the first lap, where the 5 targets will be needed to be hit before you can progress through. 5 laps, the first over the finish line will be crowned Junior World Champion. It does not get much more exciting than this, folks. Strap yourselves in. It's finals day here in Kaunas. Let's welcome to the commentary box an athlete with a multitude of experience in competing, not just in Junior World Championships, but Senior World Championships, and in fact will be competing in the Senior World Championships in a few weeks' time. Welcome to Elza Adamatiti, Lithuanian athlete. Pleasure to have you back.
Hello, James, and hello, everyone. And this is an exciting day for us and everyone to watch. The Junior World Champion of the 2026 will be crowned today, so I'm really excited to be part of this. And thank you for having me, James, for this amazing opportunity.
Well, it's a pleasure to have you here. These are your 18 athletes who have qualified for the final. And before we went on air, I sat down with the media team. We had a pre-race meeting, as we often do, and we sat there looking through the list, trying to work out who we thought was going to win. And it's one of those finals where it does feel like it's wide open. Very, very difficult to predict. I feel after fencing we're going to have a bit of a clue as to who could be a serious threat here, but it's a tough one to predict. There's some really talented athletes, not just at junior level, but at senior level as well.
Yes, but to start out, we need to welcome the athletes who have fought their way to this final. We have Martina Rutkauskaitė, a Lithuanian athlete, a very young and talented, hard-working athlete, and we have to look out for her in the future.
Certainly we do. Alongside her is Florina Yurts, who seems very relaxed at this competition. One of 10 Yurt siblings. The brother is breaking through in the junior scene as well.
And we have Gusta, and we see her charismatic personality showing herself and running to the presentation. She is very excited and happy to be here, and one of the younger athletes from the Lithuanian team, very, very talented one.
Lucy Klavachkova, the only Olympian in the field, qualifying for the Paris 2024 Olympics final. She was a silver medalist in Shikashvereva last year at the Junior World Championships. Lucy Klavachkova, one of the stars of the show, as is Blanka Bauer, a bronze medalist at the European Senior Championships last year.
A very strong laser runner, a very nice person also. This field is going to be exciting today because, as we talked before, these athletes are strong.
This is pretty much what you're going to see. This is going to be the seniors for years to come, isn't it, in terms of these athletes breaking through here. A lot of them already have. Alexandra Fernandez with a nonchalant entrance. She seems like she's having fun, doesn't she? She was 5th at the 2024 European Under-19 Championships with women's team relay gold.
And we have Katarina Yurt, one of the Yurt sisters, a very, very strong athlete overall. The Yurts are very strong athletes, a strong family, and a very nice person.
They really are lovely, the Yurt twins, aren't they? Very charismatic, personable. They bring a smile to their performance, which I feel really does help, doesn't it? Katharina Yurt, 7th at the World Cup final in 2026.
We have one of the youngest here, Charlotte Keister from Germany. Not only a very young athlete, but she managed to get her place in the final, so that's a very good experience for her.
Into the top 10 from the seeding round. That won't make too much of a difference later on, but we'll talk about what that means. Dorothea Varga, or Solia Dorothea Varga, top 10 finish in the European Junior Championships in 2024.
Chloe Johnson from Great Britain, a very strong obstacle racer, and overall, strong athlete.
Yeah, she's competed in World Cups as well in Cairo, and Vivian Meyer makes her way out as well, 3rd in the Under-19 European Championships last year. And Chiara Alara.
Very charismatic entrance. She's happy to be here.
Gold medalist at the European Under-17s in Barcelona in 2025.
Colleen Flavon from France. A strong fencer, a very nice, warm person, and just overall, she has a lot of experience in the senior level.
Well, she's a medalist in World Cup level as well, which is quite an achievement for a junior athlete. I feel probably one of the favourites for gold here, Colleen Flavon. Margazata Kapovnik, very, very charismatic athlete as well. Ghana El Gindi, another bronze medalist from the Senior World Cup scene. She won a medal in Pazarchik earlier this year in the Senior World Cups. Another one who you would see.
It's Jana Attia from Egypt. Very, very good fencer, very good obstacle racer, and just a warm, kind person. She told me yesterday that her name is Jana, so she asked for that. Not to mix it up, it's not Yana. And we have Zeina Mer, so 3 Egyptians in a row. Very strong team. So the team medal will definitely be for grabs.
Yeah, it certainly will. Zeina Mer looking for a strong finish here. And the highest seeded fencer from the seeding round, Nadia Farmand, who was a silver medalist in the 2023 Under-17 World Championships finals in Alexandria. And that, folks, is your 18 finalists here at the Junior World Championships, live here from Kaunas, Lithuania. And
these girls had to work this week just to get into the top 18 for the final, and there's no place to go down now. It's only going up, nothing to lose, so they will give their all, what they have left in the end of this competition, and we will crown the Junior World Championships in a few hours.
Now, this is the bracket for the women's direct elimination fencing. The lowest 4 athletes will compete in the round of 32. The winner of those will have the chance to fence against the highest seeded fencers from the seeding round. The seeding round took place a couple of days ago, where all the athletes fence up against each other, and then they're seeded in position. The athlete with the most touches, which of course was Nadia Farmand, is top of the pile. Second was Zeina Mer. But this is the round of 32, which is the 4 lowest ranked athletes. But that almost feels like ancient history now, because we are a couple of days further down the competition.
The person on the right always has a priority. We have 2 Lithuanian athletes on Piste A and Piste B. Lucy Flavachko has the priority. Gusta Pechlita on Piste A has the priority. And she has to work her way up now, because Florina Yurt has gotten the touch. And as we saw in the semi-final, Florina was working hard and managed to climb a lot of places up. So it's going to be a tough battle, but they still have time. We see Flavachko getting the point.
Now, this isn't really important, a couple of bouts here, because effectively, if you lose this bout, you can pretty much say goodbye to your chance of winning a medal, respectfully, because, well, listen, never say never, especially if you're Lucy Klobachkova, who is such a strong runner. But, yeah, I mean, there's a lot of points up for grabs, really. If you can go deep in the fencing direct elimination, Florina Yurt looks absolutely pumped, by the way, and that is going to be potentially who Farmand, the highest seeded fencer, will meet, not who she's going to want to see. Hlavackova 2-1 up against Rutkauskaitė, so this is not looking great for the Lithuanians. The home nation will be cheering on Pečiulytė and Rutkauskaitė, but it looks like they're both on their way out of fencing direct elimination. You don't look happy, Elsa.
Well, I'm just really focused on watching them, and of course it's really stressful to watch your own nation athletes because you're cheering for them, but it's a fair fight for everyone, so the better fencer wins, and at that moment it's all fair. So
very diplomatic. Pečiulytė gives herself a glimmer of hope with just under 2 seconds to go. She has to attack Florina Yurt now. Florina Yurt will defend as though her life depends upon it, and she's done that well. Pečiulytė approached, but in the end it's Florina Yurt who is through, and I didn't focus on piece B, but I think Hlavackova is through against Zena Ömer. That's an interesting tie, isn't it?
So we have Florina Yurt and Lucy Hlavackova fighting for the points. So both of these Lithuanian athletes are out, but they are really strong obstacle racers, so the race is still on. You never know what can happen in the obstacle course, so they're still fighting for their places in the top 10.
Honestly, this feels like a senior World Cup or even a senior World Championships. The level here is truly remarkable. 4 athletes who have competed at senior level are now battling for a place in the round of quarterfinals of fencing direct elimination. Yurt versus Farmand on piste A, Hlavackova versus Amar on piste B. Away we go on both battles. Cagey start from both.
Will Yurt continue her streak of amazing fighting and amazing character, or Nadia will defend her most points in the seeding round? So we will see that in a moment.
First touch there for Ömer. Very aggressive start from Zena with the flesh there to really start well on piste B. Yurt continuing that momentum on piste A. We're live and running in both of these round of 16 ties. 30 seconds to go on piste A, 35 to go on piste B. Very exciting couple of battles these. And Farman levels it against Yurt. Hlavackova looks to head back, but Ömer gets the touch. Great fencing from Ömer, who moves 2-0 against the Olympian. There's a lot of excitement around Zena Ömer and what she's able to achieve in this sport. Sister of Mariam Ömer, sister-in-law of Olympic gold medalist Ahmed El Gendi. Florina Yurt comes from a prestigious pentathlon family. Anna Yurt, her older sister, just won World Cup final gold in Budapest a few weeks ago, and she's on really good momentum here. Florina Yurt 3-1 up now against Farmand, and the highest seeded fencer from the seeding round is in trouble here. Zena Ömer going well against Hlavackova. Farmand brings it back to 3-2, gives herself a real fighting chance heading into the final 10 seconds. Both of these contests approaching the climax now. Final 10 seconds on piece B is looking very good, and Farmand levels it, which means she is back in the competition.
4 seconds to go. There's a lot of time still for another touch, so Florina has to work hard to get her touch.
Here we go, final 3 seconds. Florina needs to find a way past. Time is ticking, and she doesn't. She's out. She thinks she got the touch, but the clock ticked down to 0. That's really good resistance from Farmand, who moves through to the quarterfinals. Hlavackova banged it back, but Ömer hits back and makes it 4-2. Wow, all go here in these opening stages.
Yeah, every point matters, and these athletes worked their way up and worked hard to get into the final, so they are fighting for their points, and it can get very aggressive. You see there's 3 seconds left, and Hlavackova points, so it's 4-4, 1 second to go. Will Zena hold the tie, or, because she needs the tie, she has the priority, but there's 1 second left.
Hlavackova throws herself at Zena.
The time didn't start, so...
Didn't start, so... This is tense, isn't it? Hlavackova will have another go. Zena Ömer just needs to back off here. 1.4 left on the clock. Really exciting tie, and Ömer gets the touch. Brilliant from Ömer, who handled that situation well. Great fencing from Hlavackova as well. One of them had to win, and it was Zena Ömer who progresses through to the quarterfinals. Great tie, that. Johnson versus Meyer on piste A.
Yeah, we have Meyer with the priority. Johnson has already gotten 1 point, so Meyer has to level it out, or she will lose this bout. But we have still time. She levels score, so it's 1-1. She can hold the 1-1 and win, as the person on the right has the priority. So if the score is equal, the person on the right will get the win. But we see Chloe Johnson is pushing Meyer to the back, but as we've seen yesterday, she's the one who can handle the pressure and counter-attack. As we see now, she waited for her opponent to come and gotten the point. So, I mean, it's working for her. She just needs to hold the score in order to win, and I think she has still time, but Chloe Johnson has time also, so we will see who will want this more. It's 2-3. Still Meyer with the win, but 16 seconds to go, so there's still time. And on piece B, we have Varga and Alara. 40 seconds still left.
So into the business end of piece day we go. Meyer fencing well against Johnson. Alara with the early advantage against Varga. And Meyer gets the job done, where she will meet Farmand in the quarterfinals.
She was one of the best fencers in the semifinals, so I think she wants to keep it up, as these points are very important for the gold medal.
Yeah, they certainly are. This is a really tense part of the competition here, because you know just how important it is to get through to really at least the semi-finals, to be in with a good chance of setting yourself up nicely for the day. You're playing catch-up otherwise, aren't you?
I mean, in the semi-finals, you just need the top 9. And here you need to give it all you got left.
Sorry, what I meant was semi-finals of the fencing elimination. So really, you need to try to get through to those semi-finals, I think, don't you, in order to be in with a good shot at the medals.
Yes, but as this sport progresses, you don't never know what can happen in the obstacle course. So even with the good points, you can still.
But yeah.
So every second matters, every moment matters.
Totally.
This sport is exciting in this way, as you never know what can happen until the end of the finish line.
Totally. Now, we won't have a battle of the twins because Florina has been knocked out by Farmand, but Katarina Yurts now is up against Kabovnik, and Varga and Alara is 2 apiece on piece B. Final 7 seconds. This is going to go down to the wire. Yurt versus Kabovnik, cagey in those opening stages. Varga approaching Alara, needs to get that touch of priority with Alara. 1-1 for Kurt and Kabovnik, and Varga's done it with a second to go. Oh, heartbreak for Alara.
This is actually... She managed to use those 7 seconds in her way. She wasn't too fast. She got it right, and she's through. So Alara should be disappointed, and Varga ecstatic, because she's going through to the next fight. On piece A, we have 24 seconds to go. 2-2. Karbovnik needs to hold this score, or Katarina Yurt has to push her opponent in order to win. We have double touch, so I mean it's 3-3. 15 seconds to go. Both of these athletes have a chance of proceeding, but who will win? We will see. The tactics here, very important.
Yurt versus Kabovnik is going the distance here. 15 seconds to go. Final quarter of this fencing battle.
You can see Karbovnik is waiting for her moment, and she got it. Both of these athletes are very fast, so it's 7 seconds to go, and Karbovnik does it. So it's 5-3. She's through. Katarina Yurt has to settle with the score, and Karbovnik is moving forward. On piece B, we have Keister and Flavon. Flavon, the more experienced left-handed athlete. Will Keister manage to get the point? It's Flavon with 1-0. She has a priority also.
Lethal tactics from Flavon there, who is setting herself up nicely to progress through to the quarterfinals. 25 seconds to go. Keister just looks locked in and attacks.
That was good timing. It's 1-1 still. Flavon needs to hold it, and Keister needs to get that extra point in order to win. 20 seconds is a lot of time, so we will see. Nobody likes fencing left-handed. Nobody likes fence.
It's an advantage,
French grips,
isn't it?
so I mean, she has the advantage.
Fernandez versus El Guindi on piece A. Ghana El Gindi is one of the most prestigious athletes in this competition with that medal behind her back. Keister and Flavon in the final few stages, and Flavon 3-1.
7 seconds still out of time, but I think she can hold it. She has the experience, and as we see, she's waiting for her opponent to come and getting the touch. 4-1, I think it's enough for her to proceed to the next round. Yes, she has 5-1, a good round. Both of them fought till the end, but Flavon is through. And on piste A, we have Fernandez and El Gindi. No points yet, 20 seconds. Both of them are waiting for the right moment, and it's Fernandez. She got the touch.
So Fernandez, like a striker, like a Erling Haaland type character, striking when the iron is hot and imposing herself upon this battle. Fernandez versus El Gindi, it's a double touch.
Now Fernandez needs to hold it with the double touches, and El Gindi has to point the score if she wants to get through, so it's a very tough battle. 6 seconds to go. Time is ticking. There's no touch, 2 seconds to go. And it's a yellow card for Fernandez.
Whew, so El Gindi needs a touch with 2 to go.
Sorry, not a yellow card. Oh yeah, a yellow card. 2 seconds to go. This is exciting. Fernandez wasn't pushing. She was...
Here we go, El Gindi approaches. And oh my gosh, she's got it! With 0.3 to go. Somehow finds a way through and levels the score with the priority that puts her through. Ghana El Gindi. That is just phenomenal timing.
You can see Fernandez is disappointed and Ghana is nervous, but she's through, she's moving forward, and yeah, every second, every point matters. As we see, you can never stop until the end, and that's what Ghana El Gindi did, and she got the point and she's through. And on piece B we have Janati and Blanca Bauer, and Blanca has scored 2 points already. She doesn't have the priority, but she is working her way up.
Jana needs to lock in and focus here. Blanca Bauer is on a charge, 20 seconds to go. Jana needs to hit back. Can she respond with 15 to go? Needs to find a touch imminently, gets involved, but Bauer defends and moves now into an unassailable 3-0. Atia has to hit back instantly to stand any chance here. 12 seconds left, 3 touches needed. They approach, Bauer now defends, and it's 4-0, and that's that. Bauer will be through to the quarterfinals, where we are already now in the last 8 seconds, but I don't think Atia gets 4 in the last 8. Well, there's 1.
On piste A, we have Meyer and Farman, both very strong fencers. One of the best here on in this competition, so it's going to be an exciting fight. Farman is waiting for Meyer, but Meyer is pushing her opponent to the end of the piste.
Atia, by the way, is giving this everything. Unbelievably, has made it 4-3. Only a second to go. It's one of those bouts that you just don't want to end. Bauer versus Atia. Atia needs to find a touch somehow now, but that gap is big.
We have 1-1 on piece A, but the excitement is on piece B because 1 second to go. Jana needs that score in order to get through. She has the priority. Will she make it?
Here we go. She launched herself forward and just runs out of time. Bauer progresses.
This was tough.
Meyer versus Farman in the final 10 seconds. Final 5, Farman leads. Meyer needs a touch. 3.5 to go.
Meyer crucially needs that touch if she wants to proceed because Farman has the priority.
And Farman gets it. So Farman moves through to the semi-finals. Excellent stuff.
As we see these few seconds there, it looks a little bit of time, but Jana managed to score 2 points, 3 points in a few seconds, so everything is possible, but I think it's 3-1, 1 second to go. I think Farman is proceeding to the next round and Meyer is out.
So up next we have versus Varga. Farman confirmed to progress.
So the person on the right has the priority. It's all about tactics. It's all about holding your priority, but not being too passive, as if your opponent is on a roll, she can actually push you back and get those points, and you are left with nothing. So you have to use your priority wisely, and I think Amar is using it wisely. She wasn't sleeping, and she got the point, so it's a good start for her.
Similar to her previous round against Klavachkova, starting strongly Amur and getting that touch early on, which really doubles her advantage. Priority in a 1-0 lead. Varga looking for an olive branch of hope to try to hit back here, but Zena Amur is just managing the piece well. Final 30 seconds to go, and Varga does find the touch to level 1-1.
On PSA we have Karbovnik versus Elgindi, and Elgindi does a flash, again similar to Amer, not waiting, just going.
Similar styles in both the Egyptians there. It's interesting to watch. I wonder if that is tactics there. And once again, Amur tries to get the touch, and Varga defends and now takes the lead. I mean, the clock is still ticking down. Something's gone wrong with the timing here, and this is going to take some resetting, because the judge is going to need to add at least 10 seconds there.
We have 1-1 on PSA. A similar fight, a similar dynamic. And it's Karbovnik who gets touched, so it's very similar as in piece B, just as that there's more time left on the clock, so we still have time in order to see who will get through. Every second, every point is very important, so these athletes need to push, they need to be tactical. And yeah, so we will see, oh, both of them, it's a double touch. Both of these athletes are quick, both of them are waiting for the moment to flash. So
happens quite a lot, doesn't it, when the clock is reset like this? It's very slow. It manually has to be reset. Meanwhile, Zena Amur is having a deep conversation with the referee. Didn't feel like that touch was fair.
It's Karbovnik scoring another point. She doesn't have the priority. It's 4-2 Elgindi, 7 seconds to go. Will she make it a tie and go through, or is it Karbovnik that will hold the score?
Elgindi needs 2 in the final few seconds. I don't think she's going to do it this time. Karbovnik has managed this brilliantly. So Karbovnik for a place in the semi-finals against Farmand. Elgindi gets a touch, but I don't think it's going to be enough. Varga makes it 3-1, by the way. Amur has a yellow card. And Elgindi tries, but doesn't manage to pull it off. And Karbovnik will be our second semi-finalist. Amur needs to hit back here with 15 seconds to go. Attempts deflection. Varga once again sidesteps. And this has been a really good turnaround from Varga, who went 1-0 down in the opening stages. Amur now in trouble, gets a touch.
Beautiful touch.
With 9 seconds to go, gives herself a chance. He needs 2 more of them.
We're seeing an interesting dynamic here, because
and there we go, Varga gets the touch and is through. So Varga moves through.
We saw a similar dynamic before. It was Jana Dia versus Balanka Bauer, a Hungarian athlete between Egyptian athletes, and the same thing. The Egyptians had priorities, but all of them are out, and we have 2 Hungarians that are through, and also Karbovnik went through. So
now, just to confirm that Farmand has moved through to the semi-finals, which means Amur will finish 5th overall, despite going out in the quarter-finals. Farmand will finish at least 3rd now, having qualified for the semi-finals because of those seeding scores. That's where it comes into play, having a good seeding round. So I think both Farmand and Amur are using that seeding to their advantage, but Farmand going up against Karbovnik, Malbauer versus Flavon in our final quarter-final tie. So Karbovnik versus Farmand is already deep into this semi-final. For a place in the final, it's 1 apiece. Flavon with the early touch against Blanka Bauer.
And we see an interesting dynamic, as I said before. Like in the semi-finals, we saw these athletes with the priority, most of them getting through. And here today, they're defying this rule and fighting their way up. And most of these athletes are winning that don't have the priority from the seeding round. So it's very interesting to watch, because we can see the character change in the final. Everyone really wants to get the touch, and it's a very much more interesting fight to watch, because everyone's fighting till the last second. And we see 2-2, and it's Farmand getting the 3rd the third touch. It's 3-2. Now she needs to hold the score, or Karbovnik needs to score 2 points in order for her to get through. Will she make it? She has still plenty of time, but Farman needs to hold the score if she wants to stay. And we have 2-1 with Flavon, and she flashes and she gets it 2-2. For her, this is safe. She needs to hold this, get the double touch, or get more score more points in order to feel more safe. But Blanka Bauer will fight till the end for the extra touches, because everyone wants to get through and get those points, as every second matters.
Into the business end of both these ties on Piece A and Piece B. Farmand now 4-2 and is looking like she is going to storm to the final. Farmand does it. Masterclass by the highest seeded fencer. She goes through to the final. Meanwhile, Flavan in a very good position against Bauer here. 4-2 with 7 seconds to go into the final 5, and Flavan confirms her place in the semi-finals.
I think both Karbovnik and Bauer are really happy with the points they will get as they climb their way up, and Nadia and Flavon will continue their fight for the highest points in this competition. They're proving their skill in fencing, and we will see an exciting match between some of these athletes in the semi-finals.
So we reduce now to 1 piece for our remaining last 2 bouts. Semi-final between Flavon and between
Varga.
Bauer. Say again.
Varga.
Varga, sorry. Apologies. And then, of course, into the final already is Farmand. So there we can see Varga, who defeated Anna in the quarterfinals, who defeated Alara in the round of 16.
You can see she's calm, getting ready. There are nerves in the air in this competition. It's the final. Everyone wants to get the touches and get through. It's only the beginning of this competition, but a good start can help you have the momentum and the courage to fight, and more power and more confidence for the upcoming competition. So this is important.
Varga versus Flavon are semi-final, and Flavon strikes first. That's a big touch there for Flavon, who now has the priority and the points advantage. Varga will try to hit back.
She needs to get 2 touches now in order to win, and she does 1. Both of them are fighting for their place in the final of this final in the Junior World Championships here in Kaunas. This is where you have to gain. There's nothing to lose. Whew. It's a beautiful touch to the hand.
So Flavon now doubles the advantage, and this is looking good. Flavon, one of the most experienced athletes. She's already a Junior World Championship medalist from 2023. She's already a World Cup medalist, and now Varga hits one back.
Both of them are waiting for their moment. There's still a lot of time left. Will Flavon hold it, or will Varga get those extra 2 touches?
We'll find out, won't we, folks? Strap yourselves in. Final 15 seconds of the second semi-final. Flavon gets aggressive, and Varga levels it. So Flavon overcommitted there. 10 seconds to go. Varga needs 1 more. No
I think
touch.
it wasn't a touch again the second time.
So Varga resets with 7 to go, needs 2 touches and gets 1.
It's 5 seconds, still a lot of time. Both can get through. If Flavon will hold this, it's hers. If Varga gets 1 touch, it's hers. And it's Flavon. 2, 3, 4 seconds to go. Still there's time. This is exciting.
It is exciting. And Varga levels it. Wow, what a tie this is. What a semi-final this is. 1.8 to go. Varga will launch herself at Flavon. Double touch. 1 second to go. Whew.
This is tight. 1 second. There's still time for a touch. Both of them now need to think about a tactic which can help them win. But in these moments, these are seconds, milliseconds. So a lot of luck in this position.
A second does not feel like enough time, does it? But we'll see. Varga knows what she has to do. Here we go. Nope. Good defense that from
Flavon.
Flavon
is ecstatic.
through to the final, and that is going to be a minimum of 244 points. So we are into the final 250 points and 244 points up for grabs. 238 points for the third place athletes. And then it goes down by 6 points, and there you can see the road to the final. Farmand versus Flavon will be the final tie.
This position, I think both of these athletes are happy with the points. It's just about winning, and Farmand has a priority. Flavon needs to work her way up, but I think both of these athletes are in a good position for medals, as these scores is 250 and 244.
6 points at this point of the competition doesn't feel hugely significant, but it is, especially later on in the competition when you'll see athletes battling on laser run with a second or two between them. Here we go, Flavon versus Farmand, the fencing direct elimination final.
Sometimes you think this one touch is nothing, but it actually costs a lot of seconds, and 1 second is a lot in the sport.
Farmand gets the first touch, and she's grown, I feel, in confidence, Farmand, over this fencing direct elimination. Had a tricky opening round against Yurt, which she nearly lost, and since then has looked pretty confident.
Both of these athletes are left-handed, so it's difficult. It's difficult both for them. I think just a different style of fencing, but both of them are left-handed, so it's always harder to go against a left-handed athlete.
Ooh, Flavon's turned this around. This is a really interesting dynamic then between Flavon and Farmand. Into the final 15 seconds, double touch. Farmand just needs one more.
Flavon needs to hold this or get one extra if she wants to get through, and Farmand needs one in order to get through.
Into the final 10 seconds of fencing direct elimination we go. The equation is simple. Farmand needs one more touch. Flavon needs to hold on. Farmand gets it. 4.8 to go. And that could be significant. Final few moments, and Farmand does it.
Clever touch to the leg. She waited for her opponent to come and just...
And there we go. Farmand gets the job done in the end. 250 points for the highest seeded fencer. 244 for Flavon. And we will see how that affects the overall standings. But that was a really entertaining fencing direct elimination.
As you can see, the dynamic really changes in the final. Every athlete wants to get the touches. They get more aggressive and they fight for every second. And I think Farmand, as you think, she's really happy to get the win, but now her target is the obstacle course, and you don't really have enough time to celebrate your win. You're going to the next discipline, and there's not a lot of time.
Let's take a look at the brackets then, and you can see Farmand 5-3 in the final against Flavon, 5-2 against Karbovnik, 3-1 against Meyer, and just got through against Florina Yurt. How different that could have been if Yurt had held on 3-1 up against Farmand at one point in that round of 16. And this is how it affects the early standings. Farmand leads the way with 250 points. Flavon in second, Karbovnik third, Varga in fourth, Amur in fifth, Elgindi in sixth place. Meyer seventh, Bauer eighth, Attia in ninth place, Alara in 10th, Johnson 11th, and Keister in 12th. And you can see just how quickly the points start to drop off, but equally from 9th downwards, it is just 2 points difference. But then look, Florina Yurt on 204 and Petrolice on 19A. That concludes fencing direct elimination. Up next, the obstacle. So welcome back to Kaunas, Lithuania for women's final here at the Junior World Championships. The fencing direct elimination is done, and it's now time for the obstacles. The giant steps into the big wheel. Then things start to get tricky with the tilting ladders, where quite a lot of time can be made up, but quite a lot of time can be lost as well. Fairly straightforward over, under and through, but then things again get very difficult. Fifth is flying hoops, sixth is giant steps, then really tricky part of the course here in Kaunas. It is the swinging globes before the climax, the finish wall, and a time of around 30 seconds would be pretty good in the women's final, would you say?
A very good time. 30 seconds with this course, it's a very good climb up the rankings. So this is an exciting course. It's one of the hardest combinations you can have in this competition and overall. So I think this will be an exciting race because we have a lot of places to win and a lot of places to lose. And we have this combination is, like as I said before, one of the hardest, and in order to get through, sometimes you need to be safe, but in the final you want to get the fastest techniques and to get the best time, so we will see maybe some risks taken, or maybe athletes being safe, so we will see different techniques, faster ones, slower ones, but the most important part is to get through as fast as you can, no falling, no slipping, and hopefully no one gets injured and everyone gets through with their best performances in this Junior World Championship final of the women's obstacle race. We have the first all-Lithuanian obstacle course race. It's like a training session for them. Both of these athletes are very strong in the obstacle course. Both of them are fast, so we're excited to see what they can do. They are still both very young athletes, very talented ones, and it's going to be an exciting race between the two of them.
Could be quick, this one as well. Rutkauskaitė versus Pentathlon gets us underway here in the first obstacle heats. Pentathlon just moves into the early advantage in the over-under through section. Rutkauskaitė just got a little bit caught on the over. Into the flying hoops. Pentathlon, good recovery though from Rutkauskaitė. And the Lithuanian crowd watches on intrigued as they head into the swinging globes. Great technique that from Pentathlon up the finish wall. Oh, loses a second or two, and it's a 32.9. Rutkauskaitė a little bit slower, 37.7, looks frustrated.
I think she got frustrated on the wall. She lost the momentum maybe, but both of these times are good. They managed to do it well, and both of them are happy. Just now, this is big relief for them, and they can get ready for the swim. But you can see both of them did different techniques. Some of them are faster, but both managed to do it in their best way, and I think they should be happy of getting through this obstacle course, which is a very hard combination.
Nice moment there between the two Lithuanians hugging at the top of the finish wall. This is an interesting one, isn't it? Hlavackova and Yurt. Florina Yurt is a very good obstacle athlete. Can Hlavackova keep pace? Away we go. Yurt on the outside. Hlavackova closest to us through the tilting ladders. Great technique from Florina. Looks very focused. But Hlavackova doing well to hold on. This is where things get tricky. Great technique, and Hlavackova is keeping pace with Yurt well. But Yurt just with a little extra turn of pace into the globes, and this is really where the athletes are tested, especially that upper body grip strength. Good landing from Florina Yurt. Finish wall, and it's sub 30.
Beautiful run. She did everything right. Also, Hlavackova did everything right in her hands, and I think she recovered well in the semifinals. She had a fall in the globes, and she managed to do it well. Now I think it's all you needed for this, and you can see her hands are all taped, so maybe she got injured a bit, but she managed to do it well, and both of these athletes managed to do it well and recovered well. So it's very important in this discipline is if you even fall, you have to recover fast and don't let it get into your head, and don't let any of these obstacles be obstacles that you know maybe scared of, because everything you're scared of will stop you.
So Florina replaced by twin sister Katharina. Alexandra Fernandez is there as well. And away we go with Heat 3, Fernandez and Yurt Big wheel into the tilting ladders. Another great technique through those tilting ladders by Katharina. And they're going absolutely neck and neck into the flying hoops. Great technique from Katharina. Yeah, absolutely flying through those hoops. This is looking like a fast time. Just loses a slight bit of momentum through that first swinging globe. This is going to be so fast. Could be the quickest time of the day. Katharina Yurt with the buzzer there, and it is another sub 30 seconds. 31 for Fernandez. Katharina Yurt possibly could have gone a second quicker if it had been a slightly cleaner finish, but that's a good time as well. She looks a bit frustrated, doesn't she? But still a big smile on her
I think
face.
she wanted to jump to the second globe, and I think lost the momentum and the speed, but she managed to do the flying hoop with the fast technique. And I think she should be really happy that she managed to do that.
So good, isn't it? It's so hard to do that.
Yeah, it is. You just need that speed and that power, and don't lose the momentum, as you know, as I said before, losing momentum and speed in the obstacles is a killer of finishing well.
In the live standings, the two Yurt sisters lead the way. Katharina ahead of Florina, and Chloe Johnson and Charlotte Keister now up against each other here. Chloe Johnson, another quick athlete, but loses time in the tilting ladders. Oh, that could be costly. She's lost a good 4 seconds or so there. Needs to focus and keep that momentum going. And you can see that difference in technique. And oh no, it's just... Oh, she's pushing too hard, Chloe Johnson. She slipped. It was great technique through the flying hoops, but it just didn't quite work out for her. And that could be really the end of her chance for a medal, you feel. Keister, finish wall. Oh, that looked tough, didn't it? And there's the buzzer.
She lost some time on the finish wall, but still, as you said, some athletes want to risk it, and in order to, when they risk it, you can have a very fast time, but sometimes if you fall, then you risk of placing high. So I think Chloe Johnson, she wanted to risk it, but she didn't manage to quite do it, but I think she's still happy to finish. And Keister did a more of a safe technique, and she managed to do a good time. So it's all about finding your speed and time. And yeah, so it's...
Alara versus Attia, Heat 5. Alara, just 17 years of age.
Both of these athletes are very quick. We have to look out for Jana. She's one of the quickest obstacle racers here in this race. And Alara stops a bit.
Yeah, getting caught out there. Alara. Attia, though, is setting the pace.
Beautiful.
Great technique through those flying hoops. Attia now into the swinging globes. And that's great. Lands it. This is going to be quick. Sub 30. Yeah, just about. Well done.
That's a good time for both of these athletes. I mean, we're seeing a few of these sub 30 times. And also we're seeing a lot of athletes losing their pace on the finish wall and then not managing to push the button as quick as possible. And this sometimes is overlooked, that we are all focused on the obstacles, but then the finish wall is still another obstacle. So you can never outlook that, and you have to work until the end and run and have the speed until the very end and push the button as quick as you can, because you can lose a few seconds here, as we see Alara did. She just couldn't manage to touch the button, and that's a few seconds here.
It's costly, isn't it? And it makes the difference. Right, Heat 6 up next. Blanca Bauer and Vivian Mayer.
Vivian is a very good athlete also. Both of these are strong obstacle athletes.
So away we go, Mayer and Bauer next in this installment of OCR. Good start from Mayer. Bauer slow and steady. And again, you're just... If you can keep just one swing through that middle hoop, it gains so much time, doesn't it? Into the swinging globes. This is good from Mayer. Really good. Finish wall. And it'll be just over 30, 31.
That's a good...
7.9.
That's a good time for both of these athletes, I think.
Hour 36, solid. Let's see how that affects the overall standings. You can see Catherine Yurt still in 3rd place, by the way. That really solid obstacle time has put her back into medal contention.
That's why this discipline is really important, because every second can cost you so many points and so many changes in the race, and one mistake can cost you the whole race, and one good run can just push you up in the rankings and in the medal positions.
So, Zaina Amr and Ghana El Gindi, an all-Egyptian 7th heat. Two very, very quick obstacle athletes. You can see the nerves in both of their faces. Away we go. Amr closest to us, El Gindi farthest. Amr is so quick on obstacle. Good technique through those tilting ladders. Working so far, so good. Excellent pace through the flying hoops. Zaina Amr, one of the best obstacle athletes in the world. This is so quick through the globes and lands it. Big finish now required for Zaina Amr, who hits the buzzer and is very much in a medal contention with a time like that. El Gindi being encouraged by Amr in the distance.
This is the best time of today, and I think Amr will definitely be in the 1st position after this beautiful and effortless run. She should be really happy and excited. But you can see she is a bit...
hard to read, isn't she? But that thumbs up, I think she's pleased with that.
I mean, you are very stressed until the very end of the race, and you get these nerves, and I think you can see it in her face that she was just relieved and
there we go,
stressed and everything. So emotions up there, and she can be now very happy and continue her race in a good position.
Totally. Right, into the final 2 heats we go. Varga and Karbovnik.
Both very quick and experienced, both 21. Last year in the juniors for them. Karbovnik is one of the best. She was 4th last year in the senior world championship, so she has the experience.
Away we go then into the tilting ladders. Varga in the outside lane, Karbovnik closest to us. And it's hanging on a absolute knife edge, this, isn't it? One mistake and your competition is as good as done. It's so tight, so close. Karbovnik and Varga absolutely identical, landing up the finish wall. They're both going to similar times. Varga slightly faster, picks up an extra point, but they'll both be delighted with that. And still, Amr leads the competition by a point.
That's a good run from both of these athletes. Both of them were really close to each other, and sometimes it can distract you, but we saw different techniques, but still the same time. So I think, as you can see, that every athlete uses their own strengths and manages to do the same time, even though having different techniques. But yeah, it was a beautiful run for both of these athletes. They should be really happy.
Yep, they should. Now we're into the final heat. Flavon and Farmand. Farmand in a very good position here. 19 years of age. Flavon has achieved so much already in this sport. Just 20 years of age. Final obstacle heat underway. And Flavon with a good start. Farmand get a little bit caught there, and that's slow through the tilting ladders for Farmand, who panics. Needs to recover here. Flavon through the flying hoops.
She managed to do the fast technique. I've never seen her doing it. This is great.
Farmand.
Jumping to the second globe, this is good.
Oh, Farmand's down. She is struggling. And Flavon, I think actually Farmand did get away with it. She did. There's the buzzer, 30 seconds. That's great from Flavon. Farmand's finished well, actually. There we go. Caught on the tilting ladders, but recovers brilliantly. And that will drop Farmand down to second place, level on score with Amr. Flavon has an 8-second advantage. It's still very tight.
I haven't seen her doing this technique, and she mentioned before that she doesn't really train in, she doesn't really have good facilities to train in where she lives. So next year she's moving to INSEP for training with the senior level, and she said she wants to work on her obstacle. I'm looking at her obstacle race and I'm thinking, well, girl, you have it already. So I think she's just a natural talent and a hard worker, and you can see it in her techniques. She's very tall, very fast, and she's also a left-handed fencer. So I think we should really look out for her in the future, as she is one of the best athletes and she has the experience in the senior level already, so she should be really happy after this run. And yeah, we can see the fist in the air, and wow, this was amazing. And then we had the fireman stop a bit, but she still got a good time, so both of these athletes should be happy and continue the race.
Could that be a golden performance we see from Clavine Flavin, who leads the way on 598 points? Amur in second, joint on points with Farmand on 590, Kabovnik on 589. Top four separated by just 9 points. Bauer, Yurt, Elgindi and Atia make up the best of the rest, with Yurt and Fernandez in 11th and 12th place. It does still feel like anything can happen in this Junior World Championships women's final.
Yes.
Bit further down, Hlavachkova, Keister, Alara, Petrilice, Rudkauskaite and Johnson. Those are your 18 athletes. That is the end of obstacle. Up next is swimming.
Exciting race now. Everyone is getting ready to swim, and we saw some exciting performances, and we saw some amazing athletes do amazing things. And now we're moving on to the 100 freestyle race in the pool. We have a 4-lane pool in the Lithuanian Sport University next to the indoor athletics course, and everything is in one venue. When we have the 100 freestyle race up and going in a few moments. So the point here is just to give your all, what you have left in the tank, and just give it your all, the sprint to the finish. And today is the last day, the finals day, so these athletes are giving their all, what they have left after this hard week of competing for the place in the finals. So I think now we will see some faster times, as there will be no energy saving, and I think it's going to be an exciting race. As we saw in the obstacle, we saw some better times, and then in the semifinals, and more risk taking and better execution. So we will see that in the pool also, and also in the upcoming laser run. And now we will have Martina Rudkauskaite, the Lithuanian athlete star, for the interview before the swim.
So usually the transition between the obstacles and swimming is really, really fast. We have only 5 minutes, and it's really not enough for us, especially for women, to get prepared for our swimming race, because we have to put on our racing suits, and it takes so much time. But we handle this. But usually what I do before the swimming, I just don't like to listen any music, anything, because I feel so relaxed after the obstacles, because in the obstacles, I always feel so scared. So before swimming, I'm just relaxed, like enjoying swimming, because as you know, like the water heals. So I really like swimming, and there's like nothing special what I do before the swimming. So it's really hard physically after the obstacles before swimming, because you feel like so tight. Your muscles are really tired. You feel exhausted. And then you know that you have to swim, and it's like a sprint, so you just need to go like fully, like all sprint, and it's just really, really hard. But thank God now it's just 100 meters and not 200, so it doesn't demand like so much power.
Great to hear the thoughts of the athletes in the build-up to the swimming. And just a reminder that here in Kaunas, being a 4-lane pool, the swimming goes from 5 heats from 3 heats to 5 heats. And this is the first swimming heat.
But it's an exciting first because Gusta Pechlita is on lane 1 and she's one of the fastest swimmer in this competition. So we will see an exciting sub 1 minute race here. I'm definitely sure of it. And both of these Lithuanian athletes are good swimmers. They have a good background in swimming. And we have Chloe Johnson, also a fast swimmer. So it's an exciting race now. These athletes are just fighting for every second because every point in this competition counts. There's no energy saving here. They're all giving their all, and we see Gusta is in front, but the other athletes are not letting her go too far away. But we will see some exciting finish from her. She will keep the speed as the others will fade, as it's a 100 sprint, a hard sprint effort. So keeping the second part of this race is very hard, so it's exciting to see athletes that have more experience in the pool holding the pace and having the better execution in the second half and having the faster finish. And we're seeing Gusta finishing faster, and she's the one who will touch the wall first, and I think it will be one of the fastest times of this race. And it is a sub one minute time. It's a good time for her. Of course, she did the world record a few days ago. All the fatigue in her body and all the fatigue in other athletes' bodies are accumulating after this week, so I think it's hard to keep the world record pace going, and it's still a very good time for all of these athletes. And it's just the last day, the last push, so these athletes they will have a lot of time left now till the laser run to just get ready, and they have this advantage now just before the laser run, more time to prepare, more time to relax and get ready for the last discipline of this competition in the final.
Is there any chance Gusta Pechlita from this position can push for an extended podium, perhaps top 6? Is it possible?
I mean, anything is possible in this, but I'm thinking more of a top 10 finish.
Should be happy with that, do you feel?
I think delighted.
Okay, good stuff.
It's all experience for her. She's a very young and upcoming athlete. It's one of the youngest in our Lithuanian team. But we have the second heat here.
Yeah, this is where things start to get really interesting. Lucy Klavachkova, she's not the quickest swimmer, by the way, but she will give this absolutely everything. And this is a slightly different scenario to qualifications and semi-finals, as Elżbieta did such a good job of explaining in the previous heat. They will give this everything, won't they?
I can argue. I think Lucy is one of the faster swimmers. She's not the world record swimmer, but I mean, she has a very decent time and she climbs her positions up in the swimming. And I think the 100 is much better for her. She progresses her time, and she's a very good laser runner also. So now it's her time to shine and show what she can do until the last moments. I think she's one of the one to watch out for the extended podium, as she is one of the most experienced and top athletes in this field. So she is a great athlete and a great person.
Let's see how close to that 1 minute mark Lucy Klavachkova can get. Klavachkova in lane 1 at the front of your screen. It's going to be tight, just over the 1 minute mark. It's a 102.8. Keister and Alara finishing in third and second. It was a 103 for Alara. So
that's a good time for both of these athletes. 102, 103, it's where you go. I mean, most of these athletes swim a 102, 103. Maybe the fastest ones go sub 1, but it's really hard to push that 1 minute barrier.
The final 3 heats will have 4 athletes in each heat, and this is where, I think you could probably say, this is where the medal prospects start to enter the fold, although Klavachkova, I still feel, is a medal prospect even from down in heat 2. Yurt, Bauer, Yurt, Fernandez, Katharina Yurt, Blanka Bauer, Florina Yurt, and Alexandra Fernandez. Your next 4 athletes in the pool.
A lot of Swiss energy in the pool. I mean, both of these athletes, all of these athletes are quick, and they are now pushing for each second.
Here we go then.
What is nice?
Third swimming heat underway, and keep your eyes on the first lane. Katarina Yurts with a PB of 102.47. They are giving this absolutely everything. You can see the grit and determination in all four athletes who are really putting maximum effort into swimming.
And I think what's nice with swimming is that it's the discipline in this sport where you actually least something that the worst thing can happen, you can do a false start, but everything is on you. You're just giving it your all. So there's a less place where you can make a mistake. Just you jump into the pool and you give it your what you have left. And I think that's why this discipline is one of the hardest to train for, but it's one that is least nerve-wracking in this sport.
So in lane one, as predicted, Katarina Yurt is going fastest. How close to that 1 minute mark? Klavachkova in the previous seats at a time of 102. Similar for Katarina Yurt, just inside that 102 timing. Fernandez in second place, Florina in 105, and Bauer 105.47. And those are your four athletes in Heat 3.
Yeah, as I said before, for these athletes, what's the most important thing to do is not to do a false start and then execute your race. And I think it's least nerve-wracking, mostly just physical discipline. So I think after it, you're just left with the shooting and the running, which is again a very exciting place where you can actually climb some spots or maybe even fall if you have a bad shooting series.
So let's move on with Heat 4. Varga, Meyer, Attia and Elgindi. And these are the four athletes that are knocking on the door of those medal positions. Jana Attia will probably go fastest in lane 3.
As I said before, with the women's race and the same with the men's race, the times are pretty similar. Just the stars of the swimming stars can do a faster time, but most of these athletes go similar, 103, 102. So having a 101, 102 is a very good time, and then having 103, 105 is the average, and below that it's the slowest time. So most of these athletes just are racing between themselves and their PBs and whatever they have left in the tank, and maybe some tactics not to over push, but I think in the final they are giving their all what they have left, and it's just what their body can do in that moment. You're already seeing some athletes on the running course, and others are still swimming, so this is an exciting part of the sport, is that the more the more points you have, the latest heater in, and then less time you have for the laser run preparation.
It's the only time of the competition where athletes are essentially doing two different disciplines at the same time. The warm-up for the laser run has already begun, but we focus now on the final stages of the penultimate swimming heat, and Attia does go fastest with a 102.03. Varga in second, then Meyer, then Elgindi with a 106. And this could mix things up actually a little bit, because I think Kabovnik, who's currently in fourth place, could end up starting laser run in first, because she's a very, very quick swimmer. It's definitely quicker than the top two at the moment, Flavon and Amar. But let's see what happens. It's still all to play for as we begin our build-up now to the final swimming heat, the highest four ranked athletes from the competition so far. The order of the laser run will be decided. And what's interesting here is technically the athletes who have made their way now to the warm-up of the laser run don't actually officially know which lane they're going to be in, which shooting range they're going to be in, so they can't actually set up yet, can they?
But they don't have they cannot shoot yet. They were waiting.
The range isn't open, exactly, that's true.
They could just run and maybe have some energy gels. But now we're watching the last heat of this final, and it's going to be a fast one because we have Malgorzata Karbovnik in the fourth lane.
Could be the quickest swimmer, maybe after Petrolice, but away we go. First few moments then of this final swimming heat. Flavona, Murph, Foma, Kabovnik in first, second, third and fourth overall in the competition. That'll mix up, and Kabovnik, it's 1 second is worth 5 points, isn't it? So if Kabovnik does go her PB here and Flavon doesn't improve on hers, it'll be a 6-second gap. That's 30 seconds. That could be really, could reshuffle the pack here, couldn't it?
Yeah, so it's very exciting, and we will see what will happen after this swim. And the only thing they can do is just to give their all, so I think they're focusing on that, and then after that it's the laser run, the last discipline.
So final 25 meters of swimming, and in a few seconds time we are going to know the order for the start of the laser run. And Mer's going quick here, by the way. This is looking like a good swim by her. What about Kabovnik's time? It is a bit slower than possibly thought it might be, a 1:01, and Mer's gone pretty quick. In fact, I think it was Farmand actually. No, sorry, I got confused there. Mer's gone a 1:07. So it's a 1:01 from Kabovnik, a 1:03 from Farmand, a 1:06 from Flavan, and a 1:07 for a Mer. And just for context, that 6-second difference between a Mer and Kabovnik is worth 30 points. That's 30 seconds in the laser run. That's such a big difference, isn't it? They'll know going into the pool that that's going to happen, but still very, very interesting, isn't it?
That is tough, and actually swimming is, as I said, very physical, and if you don't have a good time, it actually can cost you a lot of energy in a lot of places. So whatever you can do, but now every focus is on the laser run and the shooting, so you can easily grab those points in the shooting series, as you can also lose them. And as we see, the swim from Algajata made her climb up all of these places, and she's up in the first position to start.
Well, that has just reshuffled the pack, hasn't it? Because Kabovnik just shoots up those standings, doesn't she?
Yes, so as you can see also with Gusta, she got a really good swim, and it was 6 places up just by having a great swim. So as we said before, swimming is also a very important and the 4th discipline of this sport, so we can never outright it. And yeah, but now we're focusing on the laser run.
So it is one more event to go. The combined discipline, the laser run, coming up next, folks. Strap yourselves in. So it's time to get excited, folks, because this World Championships is drawing to its always dramatic conclusion. Build up to the laser run as let's remind ourselves of the rules. So the shooting range, the amount of times the athletes have to go to the shooting range has increased this year. It's now 5 times. So they're straight to the range on the first lap, and it is 600 meters that they have to run around as quickly as they possibly can. And the first over the finish line today will be crowned junior world champion. Who will it be? A lot can change, and we do have a lot of variables still out there for the athletes to try and figure out. The women's laser run for the Junior World Championships final is about to begin, and can't wait to see how this unfolds.
Yeah, it's going to be very exciting to see, because everyone now is fighting for the best position they can have. The weather conditions are amazing. It's no sun, no wind, no rain. I think it's going to be a fast race. The course is really good. The course is fast. And the most important part for these athletes is to focus now on the shooting, getting their legs ready after the hard swim and their arms relaxed after having the obstacle and the swim. So it's really important for them to get into the rhythm, talk with their coaches, get their plan, execution plan ready, and just calm their nerves, drink some water, have some gels, and just overall prepare yourself for what's going to happen. The last discipline, very hard, running 5 times 600. And you know that you're not just fighting for the top 9, you're fighting for the best position you can have. So you're just giving it your all. And sometimes after the whole week of competing, it's really hard to get yourself up again and fight as you're tired and everyone's tired. And it's just the character is what matters now.
Let's talk about some of these gaps. So Margazata Kabovnik starts in first place. 10 seconds behind her, Nadjka Farmand. Then another 7 seconds, so 17 seconds off the lead, Colleen Flavon. That's a big gap, by the way. A second further back, Yana Atia. Another, well, in fact, level on time, Varga. Then there's another gap, a 9-second gap between Varga and Amur. So actually, the top 7 separated by 30 seconds. And then it gets pretty tight, doesn't it? Meyer 3 seconds behind Katerina Yurt. Fernandez a further second back. Petriliche 3. I mean, what's interesting is the top 16 separated by 108. And I think actually everybody starting within 1 minute 30 of each other.
This is a tight race.
Yeah.
You can see that everyone's really close to each other. Not the top 3.
Totally.
Top 18, I mean top 17. They're really close to each other. I think it's just going to be an exciting race because we don't know what will happen in the shooting range. They will give their all, and yeah, this is a tight one. No mistakes were made. Like a little bit of mistakes were made, and you can see that's shown in the results that these athletes are really close to each other.
And interestingly, the sun's just come out as well, which might not seem too significant, but it kind of is because it affects your eyes. It's going to affect the half of the warm-up was done with cloud cover. Now
you
the sun's
need glasses or you don't. That's the question.
And that's where conditions really can start to make a bit of a difference, because you warm up with one light. Imagine you're watching TV and suddenly the contrast changes and you're squinting your eyes, but it does change things, and
I think
impossible to predict this.
Few minutes left to the start. You're just thinking what you can control, your controllables, and yeah, just focus on yourself. And I think the athletes are now leaving the shooting range area, drinking some water, and they will wait for the gun to go and just start the race. And yeah, so it's an exciting race to come. And
here are your times. Here is your start list. Top 6 separated by 27 seconds. Everybody is going to want to get themselves on the podium. It is possible. I'm going to make a bold statement. Everybody in this race has a chance of a medal. Everybody.
I mean, there's always excitement to the laser round because you never know what can happen until the end, and what can happen in the shooting range. And some athletes have some rituals before shooting, and I saw a Hungarian athlete give her pistol to her coach to kiss as a good luck sign.
Really?
So it's so for some athletes it's a very important part of the race, just to have a ritual, to have a belief, some spiritual things, and just to have the race ready. And I mean, everyone has their own individual preparation for the race.
Everyone has their own warm-up routines. Some athletes you'll see sort of skipping around, dancing. I feel like often that is just a case of just shaking off the nerves, because it is a nervy moment for these athletes. It's an interesting dynamic because the sun has come out, and there will be some athletes maybe perhaps squinting a little bit to try to see the range a bit better. But anyway, it is the same for everyone.
One thing is to just run fast 3 kilometers, and the other thing is to run fast 5 times 600 with 5 shootings. So you need to pace yourself well in order to have a good race. So it's not just running. We have a lot of athletes cheering in the spectator area, so everyone's excited to crown the champions. And it's 1 minute to the start. We are getting ready for the final of the Women's Junior World Championships here in Kaunas.
Well, it all comes down to this, doesn't it? These athletes have had a tough week of competition. They had to make their way through the qualifications before the semi-finals. Just getting to today's final, a monumental task. Now they're here, standing on the start-finish line, and the furthest athlete back, Chloe Johnson, only has a minute 20 to make up. It really does feel like anything could happen. It could potentially be anyone's day. Who will finish at the top of the podium? Who will get themselves up into those medal positions? We will find out, folks, who is going to be the 2026 Modern Pentathlon Junior World Champion very, very soon. Dreams will be made today. This will be a springboard for many of these athletes' future careers, potentially even a run towards the Olympic Games. Margazata Karbovnik gets us underway with a very solid 10-second head start over Nadia Farmand, and Karbovnik will have the pressure of all eyes on her first shooting routine. She's in the #1 position. She will get to the shooting range with the #1 on her shirt, and that is a number she's going to want to keep throughout the duration of this race. Karbovnik arrives at the range, and away we go, folks. The pressure begins here. 1 out of 5 for Karbovnik, 2 out of 5. Really good start from Karbovnik here. 4 out of 5. Struggling a little bit on the 5th. There we go, Karbovnik's away, and that's good shooting. What about the rest of the pack? Farmand is at the range now. Flavon, Atya, Varga, and arriving now Amur. Yurts a little bit further back, and everybody's out, and here we go.
Yeah, Karbovnik is a good shooter, so will she keep it up? She's first now, and we have other athletes also leaving the shooting range, but it's only the first lap, so anything can change until the end.
So Farmand, Karbovnik, Flavon, Atya, Varga out, Yurt out. Amur struggling on this first shooting routine.
Look at the gap she has made herself. We're focusing on the positions 1, 2, 3. You see Flavon is now in the 2nd position. She has good pacing. Nadia Farmand is holding her pace after Flavon. It's going to be an exciting race to watch. It's top 3 now. Małgorzata Karbovnik, 2nd Flavon, 3rd Nadia Farmand. It's going to be an exciting fight for the finals. It's only the first lap, so anything can happen. We have 4 shooting series left.
Really solid start, though, from Karbovnik, who has stamped her authority down in the early stages of this final. Flavon catching Karbovnik as well. Very quick at running, by the way. Farmand has been dropped by Flavon, but as Elsa says, we still have a long, long way to go in this women's junior final. Karbovnik approaching the start-finish line for the 2nd time to begin her 2nd lap. 4 laps to go, folks.
And let us not sleep on Flavachkov and Bauer, who are in the back, but are amazing laser runners, and they can fight their way up for the extended podium, or we will see what will happen. But it's an exciting race because it's only the beginning.
It really is. So race leader approaching the range. And here we go. Karbovnik about to make a 2nd impact at the range. First target good, 2nd target good. Misses the 3rd, now it's 3 out of 5. 4 out of 5 for Karbovnik. 5 out of 5, that's brilliant shooting. That's a champion shoot. Really, really good from Karbovnik. What about Flavon? And Farmand. Flavon hits the 10-second mark. Farmand with a 6.75. Wow. Flavon struggling a little bit at the range here. It's an 18-second shoot for Flavon. What about the chasing pack? Atya with a 9.17. That is so good. Yurt, Meyer, Varga, Amur. El Gindi with an 8.14. Meyer with a 13.77. Varga slow, 23.6. Bauer, Klavachkova making their way back into this final.
As I said before, it's really exciting, but we know that Karbovnik is an excellent shooter, very precise one, fast one, so Will she keep up the pace in the shooting range? Or we'll see other athletes are chasing her, and this race is very tight. We can see in the back, all these positions are, each athlete is really close to each other, so it's going to be an exciting race, and you see a lot of athletes not making any mistakes yet, so will they keep up the pace, or will they fall after getting tired and run down from this fast running?
So I feel like we're getting a feeling for how this race is developing. Further back, you've got Klavachkova and Bauer making moves. Keep your eyes on currently 11th and 12th place. But Farmand and Kabovnik could well end up battling for first. But also Flavon is such a quick runner. If she can improve her shooting in the later stages of this final, definitely in with a chance of a gold. But you have to keep your nerve at the shooting range at this point here. It is absolutely vital as the lead athletes make their way to the shooting range once again. How will Kabovnik handle the pressure now that she has quite a few athletes gaining on her? We'll find out. She is going to be back in the range very, very soon. And here she comes. Kabovnik just takes off the sunglasses, heads to the range, picks up the pistol, and away we go. Makes her first target. That's always good to get under your belt. 2 out of 5. This is good from Kabovnik. 4 out of 5 for Kabovnik. How's that?
As I said, 6
wow.
seconds. Oh my God, as I said, she is fast.
Oof, that was unbelievable. What about the chasing pack? Flavon, Farmand.
Her technique is just so quick.
Look at Farmand. Oh, this is unbelievable shooting. Kabovnik raises the level. Farmand hits back. Flavon, that's not a bad time. 12.59. She's going to have to run.
These are times that you cannot
beat. With a, this is just unbelievable shooting.
It is. These are times that actually are impossible to beat, and it's not only fast running but also fast shooting. So, but we see Bauer and Klavachkova already in 8th position.
Oh wow! So Bauer and Klavachkova shooting well as well. Bit further back, Yurts on a 12-second shoot. Varga goes 20. Oh my goodness me! This is Alara with a 10.8, Amur with a 16.7. It's an improvement on the previous lap. But that pace is just unbelievable. If you're shooting 6-7 seconds, here we go, the battle for second and third between Farmand and Flavon. Kabovnik out in front.
We can see Farmand is not the quickest runner, but she's a quick shooter. And then in the laser run course, Flavon is keeping her way up. And we also see Al-Gindi catching up. She is a quick runner, so this is going to be a tight race. Who will shoot well, who will run fast? Flavon is second again. Will she keep up the pace?
Attia's been dropped a little bit further back. And is that Klavachkova we can see, or Bauer potentially in the background making their way back into things? Katarina Yurt in 6th place, by the way. Keep an eye on Katarina Yurt. She's holding pace. Still a way to go, by the way. We still have 3 more shoots. Have I counted that right? Yeah, I think it's still 2 more to go at least, anyway. Let's take a look. It's sometimes hard to keep count, isn't it, when you get so caught up. This is lap 3, so we have 2 more shoots after this. Kabovnik approaching the range again. It is the 3rd shooting routine. Shooting 4, here we go. Right, Kabovnik, 2 out of the 5. Misses the... This is a little bit slow from Kabovnik, still quick. Around the 10-second mark. That's brilliant. 10.5, so consistent. Over to you, Flavon. Flavon needs a 10-second shoot here to close that gap. Not sure it's going to come either, by the way. This is looking very good for Kabovnik. Can Farmand shoot another 6 or 7 seconds? El-Gindi could be dangerous. Attia, Bauer, by the way, shooting well. Farmand with an 8-second shoot. El-Gindi goes sub 10 seconds. Yurt with a 6.87. Attia's good as well. Bauer with 10 seconds. Klavachkova's 16.4. That might not be enough for her. Mayer with a sub 10 seconds. Flavon with a 30-second shoot. I think we can say goodbye to Flavon's chance of getting a gold medal from that shooting routine.
El-Gindi is 3rd. She has brought her way up into the medal position. She's catching up to Nadia Farmand, and we see Jana also coming. This is an exciting... And Bauer,
Look at Blanca
is coming.
Look at Blanca Bauer powering through the field as we thought she might. Oh.
This is a tight race for the third position in this race.
Look at this battle for second and third.
This is tight.
Ghana, El Gindi, Atia, Bauer, Yurt, and Farmand all battling for silver and bronze. And Blanca Bauer out around the outside storms up into second place from 14th.
I've never seen anything like it. The second and third position so close to each other, and you can see the pack, the chasing pack is still there. It's Lucy Klavachkova, Colleen Flavon there. What will happen in the shooting range is going to be crucial for this race.
It has the feeling that anything can happen on this final lap, but one thing that is for sure, if Malgorzata Gabovnik shoots around the 10-second mark, she is as good as crowned junior world champion. Second and third is still up for grabs. Blanca Bauer in a very good position from 14th place up into second. Gabovnik is approaching the shooting range, folks. You'll see her pop up on your screen in a moment's time. Malgorzata Gabovnik just has to hold her nerve for one last time. And away we go. Makes her first target, misses her second. It's 2 out of the 5 for Gabovnik, 3 out of the 5, 4 out of the 5, and that will do nicely. An 8-second shoot.
Amazing.
Gabovnik is now storming to a certain Junior World Championship crown. What about the chasing pack? Bauer, Atia, Yurt, El Gindi, Klavachkova, all at the range at the same time. Farmand is there as well, and Yurt is away. Great shooting from Yurt. Yurt and El Gindi are going neck and neck. Where's Bauer? Wow, drama. This is really, really good running here from Katarina Yurt, who moves up into second place on the final lap. Ghana El Gindi, who started a little bit further down, has made her way through the field. And this looks like now a two-way battle, unless can Blanca Bauer hit back.
I'm in shock. This is an exciting race. We were not expecting these athletes to climb so many positions up, and as we talked before, we never know what can happen in the shooting range, and this race is really close. And Ghana El Gindi, Katarina Yurt, they're all fighting for the top 2, top 3.
Well, it all comes down to this final lap and who can hold their nerve sprinting and running. Ghana El Gindi is all over the back of Katarina Yurt, who it does feel like has saved quite a bit of energy for this final lap. Blanca Bauer is digging deep, but Katarina Yurt is pulling away. Has Ghana El Gindi run out of pace? It looks like Katarina Yurt has claimed silver, but your junior world champion, a kiss to the crowd, Malgorzata Gabovnik screams, grabs the tape, lifts it up high. She is the junior world champion, and she's done it in style. Katarina Yurt takes silver. What a result for her. And bronze goes just to Ghana El Gindi. What a final that was, and what a dramatic turn of events. In the end, Bauer finishing 4th, Klavachkova 5th. Atia celebrates, Yurt over the line, Florina Yurt, that is, Mayer 8th, and Farmand just ran out of steam at the end of the race. Flavan will secure a top 10 finish. It's consistent from her. She'll have to go away and work on her shooting. Varga, Alara, Amur and Fernandez still out on the course. But there you can see Varga crossing the line and giving it everything in those final few stages. I'm going to leave it to you, Elza, to describe the action, because we've got some very interesting winners' interviews coming up.
I'm just in shock of what just happened. This race was so exciting, and we still have athletes on the course fighting for these positions, but what happened? It was just a race to watch out. And before we were talking about these athletes climbing the positions, but we can see that they actually did, and it was an exciting race. We didn't know what to expect, and until the end, it was a fight for the medal positions. And I think Gabovnik is now so relieved to end her junior season with a gold, a well-deserved gold. Katarina Yurt, a well-deserved silver, and Ghana El Gindi showing her senior level experience in this level. And of course, the 4th position for Blanca Bauer. We were speaking with James that she and Lucy, they are the excellent laser runners, and she couldn't get her last shooting right, and she got 4th, which is an amazing result in this competition, Junior World Championship. And You can see the Yurt sisters hugging as she cannot believe that she got the silver medal. It's a well-earned ending of this junior season, as she is just ecstatic to finish this race. And now the relief. It's an amazing, amazing race. As we see on the corner here, Blanca Bauer climbed 10 positions, El Gindi 9 positions, and Yurt 8 positions. We weren't expecting this ending for this race, and this is an amazing, amazing race to watch. And as we see this sport, you can never know what can happen until the ending, until the finish line. And these athletes work their way up and cross the finish line on well-deserved medals and well-deserved positions. This was a long season, a hard season for everyone, a hard week, and it's a big relief for all of them to finish top 18 in the world. It's a great result, great day, and we're excited to see what will happen in the future with these amazing athletes growing into the senior level, having experience in the senior level and showing their level. And this is just the beginning for them and a start in the senior level. So you can see some of these athletes are just unbelievable and are showing their talent and their hard work on this world stage. And I think they can be just really happy and excited for the upcoming seasons to go. And yes, now what's left is just to celebrate, rest up, and continue to work for their dreams, for the Olympic Games that are in 2 years, as the next year we start the Olympic qualification year. So this competition can be a booster for the confidence for the upcoming season and upcoming fight for the Olympic place, for the Olympic medals, and just the future of the sport. Thank you everyone for tuning in and watching this amazing venue we have here in Kaunas. Good weather, good conditions, beautiful organization, and I think the athletes can be very happy about their performance here, fighting till the very end, and now just having the relief of the race ending. Maybe some of them are ecstatic, some of them are a little bit disappointed, but it's all experience for these athletes, and every outcome is an outcome they need to get in order to grow as people, as athletes. And just everything you can get, even if it's a bad outcome, even if you're disappointed, it's a growth mindset is the most important thing you can have, and just take the best what you can get from it and never stop working and chasing your dreams. As athletes, we know not every day can be your best day, but just keep showing up, being consistent and working hard until the very end, as we saw these athletes never giving up and working until the very, very finish line. Some of them disappointed, some of them just never giving up in this race and showing their skill and level. As we saw, Malgorzata Karbovnik was the star of the show until the very end. She had amazing shooting, amazing running, amazing quality, consistency. She's just a star of the sport and the future. And here are your results of this final here, and we see that Karbovnik has the gold medal, Katarina Yurt has the second silver medal, and Ganel Gindi got the third. And we have the 4th, 5th and 6th, and of course all of these places here: 7th, 8th for Yurt and Myers, 9th for Farmand, 10th for Flavon, 11th for Lara, 12th for Varga. Some climbed some spots, some fell, but it's all the ending now. And we have Zeina Mer 13th, 14th Keister, Pechelita 15th, Chloe Johnson 16th, Rukoskaite. And now we are heading on to the interview for the bronze medalist Ganel Gindi and James right now.
Well, Ghana, if you carry on winning this many medals, you're going to need a bigger trophy cabinet at home. You get a World Cup senior bronze medal earlier in the year. Now you have a junior world championship bronze medal. Describe how you're feeling right now.
I can't believe till now that I won another medal. Actually, after World Cup 2 in the Bazarek, I had a couple of injuries, which made me away from the training for a while. And then in the World Cup final, I got injured inside the competition, so I didn't perform well. So after the World Cup final, I didn't have that much time to train. So I know I will not be in my peak in this Junior World Championship. And also I fell in the obstacle in the semi-final, so I had to run fast in the semi-final to qualify. So today I wasn't expecting anything from myself. I told myself to give my all and enjoy. And then it ended with a medal. I can't believe again.
You started in 12th place. Shooting had to be as close to perfect today. The level you produced to shoot like that was amazing. Across the field as well, everybody was shooting incredibly, weren't they?
Actually, I know my shooting is good, so I told myself I don't have to do much work in the shooting. I will just leave my body do what he know, and then I shoot well and finish third.
Just finally a message in Arabic for all of your friends and family watching back home. Enjoy it.
Again, الحمد لله مبسوطة جدا 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 الحمد لله. عايزة أشكر ماما وبابا جدا الحمد لله قدرت أعملها تاني، وعايزة أشكر كل المدربين، عايزة أشكر كابتن ياسر، هو أكتر حد بيشجعني في كل حياتي وحشة أو حلوة بجد، عايزة أشكره جدا. عايزة أشكر كل الناس اللي بتشجعني الحمد لله ثبت نفسي تاني وأنا أقدر أعملها الحمد لله تالت لتاني مرة في السنة الحمد لله مبسوطة.
Ghana, well done. Another medal for you. You are the Junior World Champion, bronze medalist. Congratulations.
Thank you.
You can see the pure emotion in her reaction to winning bronze in this competition. It's a beautiful, beautiful performance from her, and she can be very proud of herself. And the emotions, you can see she's just over the roof for having the bronze medal. And we have the silver medalist of this competition, and James bringing the interview for us.
Well, Katharina, blood, sweat and tears. Literally, you got a fencing épée to your face earlier in the competition. Obviously, the sweat and the tears and the joy that comes with winning, but you've done it. You're a silver medalist at the Junior World Championships. Describe how you're feeling. It must be an amazing feeling.
Amazing. I still can't believe it. I didn't think I was going to be that good today because honestly, I felt very tired today. But I figured if you feel tired, it's the best way to do a competition, honestly. Yeah.
Whatever it was, it worked. Talk to us about that final shoot as well, because it was absolutely chaos out there on the track. But somehow you managed to get through the field and come out in second place. And then from that point on, was just running through to the silver medal. What was it like in that final shooting routine?
Well, I absolutely don't know. I didn't think anything. I didn't know where I was in the field. I don't know. I just shot. I don't know what I did, honestly. It was amazing. Yeah.
It was chaos to watch. I'm sure it was mad. Just a message in Swiss German for your friends watching back home. I'm sure they're all very excited for you.
Danke vielmals fürs Schauen und für an mich zu glauben. Danke meinen Trainer. Danke allen, die für mich geschaut haben und für mich gehofft haben. Danke für alles. Ich bin unglaublich dankbar.
Congratulations to you. Congratulations to the Yurt family, because it's been a great few weeks for you guys. Go enjoy the party. You've earned it.
I will also congratulations to my bigger sister. I think that gave me some extra motivation. Yeah. Yeah.
All right, well, listen, congratulations. Silver medalist. Well done. Amazing performance today.
So we have an amazing athlete, amazing emotions, and just you can see how excited she was and just how strong this family is. It's just the strongest family in the pentathlon right now, and you can see all of these athletes, all of these siblings are keeping their motivation up for each other, and it's just very inspiring to watch. And we have the gold medalist of the Junior World Championships with James right now.
Well, Margaret Zatter, we were just deep in conversation and talking about your shooting. I feel like that's a good point to start the interview. Unbelievable shooting. The level you reached today, like it felt like even an 8-second shoot was slow for you today. That's how fast you were.
Yeah, I big hope that my shooting today will be not maybe perfect, but will be very good. I know the girl. I think maybe everyone is faster than me, that I know I have to shoot very fast if I want to do my dream and take a medal with this competition.
Talk to us about how you handled the pressure, because you were the first into the shooting range, all eyes on you. It didn't seem like you felt the pressure. I'm sure you did feel it, but how did you deal with it today?
I feel a little bit the pressure, but I try don't think about this. I know what I have to do, and I did it.
As simple as that, right? Explain the feeling of what it's like to become a Junior World Champion, because it feels like a very special moment, I'm sure.
Yeah, that's my biggest success in my sport career. I feel amazing right now, but I think I don't believe it yet at this moment. But I'm so happy. I was so happy that my parents, my grandma can see these performers. That's everything today is perfect.
Your grandma's been watching the whole way through this competition. We've seen her from the commentary box. Just finally, a message in Polish for your friends and family watching back home, who I'm sure are screaming at the TV right now.
Yeah, my mom, my dad try to be every time in my competition well. Dziękuję wam ślicznie, kocham was nad życie. To wszystko tak naprawdę dla was, dla mojej rodziny, dla osób, którzy mnie wspierają, też dla mojej babci, która właśnie tam patrzy na mnie, macha mi. Więc dziękuję, kocham was wszystkich. I jeszcze pozdrowienia dla mojego chłopaka Jakuba, ciebie też strasznie mocno kocham.
Małgorzata, congratulations. You're the champion. Well done. Amazing performance.
Thank you so much.
What a strong athlete and what a beautiful soul she is. And she has won the Junior World Championships here in Kaunas, and she can enjoy her win here, and it's a confidence boost, and we can see, and we will see her in the future as one of the brightest stars of the sport. And congratulations to all of these athletes for fighting in this World Junior Championships here in Kaunas and giving their all and fighting for every second. And I think all these athletes deserve a praise and just how good they were today and showing their class and showing their grit. And it's just so motivating to watch. I have goosebumps watching this. I think other athletes watching this live are having goosebumps and just are so motivated from the young generation we have in this sport and how strong they are and how strong they will be in the future. Thank you everyone for watching this live from Kaunas with me and James, and we had a blast commentating here, and we had a blast watching this amazing performance from these athletes who are just so strong and are the stars of the future and the stars of today. Thank you.
So, an amazing Junior World Championships final. Let's take a look back at some of those final moments from that exhilarating women's final today. What a moment it's been. Małgorzata Garbownik, then crowned Junior World Champion, and it all began on the fencing piece, didn't it? What an amazing performance she did earlier on to progress through to the semi-finals, wasn't it, in the end, that she made her way through, and that set her up nicely for the rest of the competition, cleanly through the obstacle, solid in the pool, and it's all about consistency. Pentathlon, that put her in a good position heading towards the laser on, and there is the #1 on the front of Garbownik, and it never looked in doubt, did it? Her shooting was absolutely phenomenal, and it had to be 5 green lights in near record time. Really, really incredible performance. And it's moments like that where it starts to sink in. And in front of her family, her grandmother watching on as well, by the way. What an amazing feeling it must be for her grandmother, by the way, who I feel will have truly enjoyed her moment watching her granddaughter. There she is. Lovely, lovely moment. That is just generational joy, and that is what it is all about. And there is the podium. Positions 1, 2, and 3. But in pentathlon, we usually acknowledge the top 6, don't we?
I think in the World Junior and in the World Championships, it's only 1, 2, 3, and then there is the team award ceremony. But
what a final that was, by the way. We can reflect on it for a moment now, can't we?
I already told the audience about it, and I think I got too excited and
no, you can never get too excited.
And the live too fast, but yes, we're back again, and it was just an amazing race to watch. I got goosebumps all over, and I'm just so proud of these athletes, because they are not only great athletes, but great people, and that's what matters.
So here are your medalists about to be awarded their medals. bronze medal. She's delighted and really had to work for it. She's getting used to getting these medals. Ghana Ogindi celebrates a Junior World Championship bronze medal that she'll add to her collection alongside the World Cup bronze medal she took earlier in the year in Pazarchik.
She's still a young athlete and her career is just moving forward, and I think she should be really proud of herself. With all the injuries she's had, she's still managing to climb her way up and having hardships and showing her character. It's very inspiring, and it shows that whatever happens to you, you can still fight your way back and win even with the hardest conditions.
Katarina Yurts. Special moment for her. She's had a tough competition and it ends with a podium. Well done to Katarina Yurts.
I think this moment is one of the most important moments in their careers, as they get awarded for their hard work, for their grit, for their patience, and all the hardships they had to go through to get to this place they are now. And it's just, I think most of the athletes are not even having this moment fully sink in yet, as they're just all emotions through, and it's just pure joy and excitement. And yeah, all of this, they worked so hard for this, and they now are being awarded for their patience.
So Katarina Yurt takes silver, and the gold medalist Małgorzata Kobownik of Poland, who was sensational today. Truly a remarkable performance from her.
She will definitely have to go for a celebratory skydive after this. And as you said before, an amazing person, amazing shooter, amazing obstacle racer, and just overall a very kind-hearted person, just a beautiful soul. Good example for other athletes.
Totally.
In the future.
She's got it right, hasn't she? So we pause now and await the Polish national anthem played out for our Junior World Champion.
If you can, for the national anthem of Poland.
Brilliant moment then for Małgorzata Kobownik of Poland, who has become the Junior World Champion. Silver going to Katarina Yurt after a phenomenal final lap from her. Ghana Ogindi with the bronze medal, and that is a very happy podium, by the way. 3 delighted athletes. It's wonderful to see UIPM President Rob Stahl awarding the gold medal.
Beautiful. These beautiful smiles are wanting me to smile, watching them and watching their race. It's just an unbelievable day today in Kaunas, and just so proud of these athletes here, pushing their limits and just showing what they have and showing what they will have and will show in the future for the upcoming competitions. We will have the team awards right now. The strongest teams will be awarded, and these medals, these extra sets of medals, are always very motivating to get when you have a strong team, it's very important to have a strong team, because with a strong team it comes strong results, and you need that support from your teammates and support from your whole team, your whole country. And having a strong team always helps you to achieve, because it not only motivates you to work harder, but it pushes you to the limit and gives you that extra push when you're tired and when you're struggling. And maybe sometimes even during training you can have these moments where you look up to your training partners and maybe have a little small competitions together and just push your level to a higher one. And it's just so nice to have this this opportunity to train with other passionate athletes, which is, I think, one of the most important parts of the sport, is to enjoy the process, because what we have today is just the cherry on top of the hard work we have, patience, and just the grit each athlete has to get to this position. And it's every day sweating, crying, sometimes bleeding, in order to get to this position they are now. And this is only the celebration of the hard work, the hours they put in, and everything that goes behind the scenes of having champions and strong nations in the sport.
So it's time for the team awards. This is a lovely moment for the teams to be united. Hungary, always such a dominant nation in pentathlon. They pick up the team bronze.
Blanca Bauer fighting for the 4th position today. She gave her all. She still got awarded with the medal, with the team medal. It's still something to bring back home, and for her it's just that few seconds, and in the sprint finish Ghana El-Guindi overtake her, but she is still with the medal here, and she should be really proud of her race, and her teammates also working really hard to get the 3rd team position and the bronze medal for their team. 4th position is always a hard position to take in, but it's also very motivating, and it keeps you hungry for knowing that you can get the medal and you are able to get the medal. It's just more patience, more hard work, and it's in your reach to get it. So I think it's a good position to be in. And
so silver goes to Egypt. And
one of the strongest teams in this competition, the Egyptian team, and you can see these athletes happy to be awarded with a silver medal.
Yeah.
2 medals for Ghana, El-Guindi, and her teammates, her friends, Jana and Zaina.
Great to see Zaina on the podium as well. Worked so hard this competition and deserves her plaudits. Jana as well getting a medal, and Ghana getting a 2nd medal. Look at that.
They all should be really proud of it.
Next, we're feeling pretty heavy at this point with 2 medals, isn't it?
Oh, these are big medals. But it's a nice weight to bear.
Yes.
The medal weight.
A medal stiff neck is a welcome stiff neck.
It's the one you want,
yeah,
after the hard work you put in.
Congratulations to Egypt for their continued success in this sport. It's remarkable.
And you know, in pentathlon it's so difficult to keep showing up, and the sport is so dynamic and anything can happen till the very end. So just getting good positions and getting medals is so motivating and so important for these athletes. And it's just, each medal you can get is very motivating and important. And we have the strongest team, the Swiss team.
Brilliant. They have been absolutely phenomenal, and it's great to see both Yurt twins on the podium together. That will mean a lot to them, obviously. Katarina Yurt winning silver. Florina, her sister, is going to be alongside her, and as well as them, Vivian Mayer, who had a great competition.
All of these athletes trained together and worked together, and they got the gold medal. Happy to be on this podium, and it's just amazing to watch and to see. And behind the scenes, you know how hard these athletes work, and this moment is just just a relief, a pure joy moment, and it's just so exciting to watch. And I know what it feels like working really hard and getting the reward you want for it, and I know what it means not getting the reward. So this is just the beauty of the sport. It's you work so hard, you put all of your effort in, and maybe one day you get awarded with the best medal and the gold medal, and it's just beautiful to watch.
National anthem of Switzerland to follow. So congratulations to Switzerland, who have been given the team gold medal. Congratulations to Egypt, who pick up silver, and Hungary, who pick up the bronze. So that is just one of the 2 steps of finals we're going to bring you today. The women's champion has been crowned later on this afternoon, 3 o'clock local time, 2 o'clock Central European time will be the time for the junior men's final.
The necessary selfie on the podium. If you don't have a picture of it, you never won any medals. You need proof. And we still have the coach awards.
So the coach award will be awarded, but that is it for our coverage here of the women's final. We'll be back again in 3 hours' time for the men's final. We'll see you all then. Thanks for tuning in. It's bye for now.
Easy. Unbelievable talent. He's got himself into the lead. Smile.
Look at that shooting accuracy.